DC-6. So we're still working this around the world flight. So, oh, nice little 320 landed in the grass there. So, anyway, world flight, glad you're here. So join us, watch us, comment, all that good shit. And, yeah, so we're going to give this thing a roll here and see what we got. So, we'll bring in the boys. Got Pat, we got Pat Dog, we got myself, and Buzzard. So, here we go.
Explore this more. Because I only put like one marker or two down here, but I know this like whole area.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
There's a lot.
By the way, gentlemen, we are live on YouTube right now.
I wish it was modeled better. I need the mods. Yeah, this is definitely Disney World right here.
We are live on YouTube, gentlemen.
I'm scared.
Shit. Son of a bitch.
There's a link if you want it.
I don't want to blow up my fucking computer.
There's the golf course over here.
Alright. Get that going. There we go. Let's get this bird in the air.
30 inches stabilized.
Put it in buzzer
30 inches stabilized.
Yeah. I think. I don't remember where I put it.
Ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling. I just know it's live.
Well, I can't wait till you get my age and see how bad your memory is. I hope I'm around.
Stabilized. Cal flaps. Cal flaps. Cal flaps.
Like,
Full power, please. Going full power.
Just so I can laugh my ass off.
And there's 40. Off brakes. Now.
Full power set.
Full power.
You have one viewer and one like.
Yay!
That's more than I get.
Up we go.
whoa, this thing's crazy.
Buzzer gear up. Gear selected up.
Man, I need to go to Disney World one of these days.
Disneyland.
Because I've been to
Alright.
Disneyland growing up down there.
Gear up, lights out.
Disney World, I've never been.
Disneyland.
Should we? Whoa, Jack. The
Flaps
turbo
up.
mod
Flaps going up.
gives you some instant acceleration. Especially when you're... Uh-oh.
There's the Mickey Mouse lake.
What the heck is going on now?
Meter
Oh,
power.
did you go north already?
Setting meter power, 48
I'm
inches,
just
2600 RPM.
I'm just like
Oh,
screwing around,
no,
flying in circles
there.
over here. I'm like, dang, I wish I brought bush planes to land.
Land in the park.
Meter power set.
Scary park security, bring me
Climb power.
underground,
Setting climb power.
hold me.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Minnie Mouse will pull out a strap on and use an onion. Same way she pegs Mickey once.
Disneyland's fucking wild. Like the,
Okay, now my throttle works right.
Climb
When I
power
move
set.
my throttle, it does right.
Have to take off checklist, please.
But when I move my rudder pedal, I can see them moving on the floor, but they're not having any effect.
After takeoff checks complete.
It's like I have nose wheel steering turned off.
Brianna, come here, please.
that'd be something like that. Air manager or something. It's just weird.
Huge blue bowl. Bring it to me.
Let me see what happens when I turn off air manager. hate flying without air manager.
Oh, duh.
I have no idea.
There we go.
Oh, look at this.
It's definitely been a minute since I've flown the DC-6. I was having trouble getting the damn autopilot to work.
No.
Inflate!
No.
Inflate! Inflate!
It's under the belt.
I've been there too many
I'm
times.
fly.
Good news, Rihanna. Doing potatoes is not necessary.
You're representing a woman who's in love with a utility
All right.
bond. Liken your buttocks to God's image. You cannot fire somebody just because they're fat.
There we go.
On out all the way. Getting out of place. Yeah, it is what it is.
Too little longer.
Dang, there's so many different parks. It's crazy.
I know.
It is.
Such a vast area.
Oh, you know, you guys are any of you guys fond of the Beechcraft?
I'm grand, actually. But
Air model?
Duh.
you're a hoot. That's what
Baron?
we have.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I got a plane for you that you might like.
What?
It's the L-18 Lodestar.
I'm not.
All bearing controls.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
For you not to be
And I believe it even has, like, I think it's got the NXI in it.
Well, if it's 1,000, it's got to be. How much is it?
Free on flightsim.to.
I'll be fine.
Might have to check that.
I've got that and the Harpoon. And they're loud, that's for sure. You'll have to turn the volume down.
Oh, really?
So,
Did he? And didn't say hello?
I didn't even,
The nerve of
I didn't
something.
even hear anybody coming.
Me
Go,
either.
Brian.
Good news.
huh?
You don't have to do potatoes.
I think it was at the same time J-Dog came back, and I thought J-Dog had like
Maybe so.
disconnected and rejoined or something.
Bonus.
The only time people get hungry, your shit's already ready and something ready.
How you been, Gopher?
Good, how are you guys?
Down
Living
the great.
brother. Living the dream.
For you,
Yeah,
doggy, it's a
call it
nightmare.
Which one? Like one of the waiters, like before trial.
Yip, yip.
Powers.
How's your opening statement?
Come on already.
Just so I don't feel like an idiot. What's the plan?
Not good. I mean, temporary insanity. I got my expert on my adoption exam.
Alright, coming up to 7,000, that's where we're going to call it.
Watch. Learn from this.
What are you going to call it?
Call it, that's good enough, and that's where we're going to.
Evidence will show
Set.
no people with no one. We will introduce the
Cruise
defendant's
power,
own
please.
information.
City cruise power.
Establish motive, who the victim is claiming to be. Evidence will furthermore establish that the defendant has
I
no
gave
history
myself
of
a little
any
thrill
mental
this morning.
or psychological disorder.
We don't care. We don't want to
This was just an old-fashioned.
know. Things that need to be kept to yourself.
Well, don't you hate it when you go to wipe your butt and your finger breaks through the toilet paper and gooses yourself?
I don't ever have that happen. I'm older than 5.
That's why you just tear off the corners of the toilet paper, so that way you can get up under
Right.
your fingernails.
Right, so you can clean your fingernail.
Right.
Listen to the DA's opening. I'm thinking, why the hell did I plead this out?
Cruise checks all complete.
Or as Penelope Kim writes, which is her. Can't be sure, can we? That's reasonable.
Oh, come on.
fun starts now.
Wait a second. You're suing me for representing you?
Well, your involvement goes a bit further than representation, Mr. Weed. Your billboard's actually inducing us to instances as well.
How's it -1 in Florida? That's crazy.
How high are you?
5,000.
Oh no, they are. Yeah,
It is
they are
cold,
having
though,
cold.
right
Yeah, it's cold in Florida right now.
Trust me, those conclusions are in the bag. One could say a
It's
bit
just
of
wild to
brainwashing
think
goes
about.
on.
One could never prove that in a court of law. I
This
see
people
War
must
Doggy
face it.
down
Those
there.
axes. This gives all lawyers a bad name.
First, I'm responsible for the breakup of a marriage. Now, I'm
Meow.
to blame for lawyers having a bad name.
Well, if I bypass going to Disney World, I might catch y'all on the other part of the leg.
I doubt it.
Probably not. Y'all are probably already headed north.
Oh yeah.
Just about. I'm about to turn north here in just a moment.
I haven't even been able to get into the sim yet. Fucking sim. Sobo, get your shit straightened up.
Don't want to add fucking new patch every month.
I need to get the windshield wipers working.
Remember when
Could you describe
Cupcake
his
7
people's
come out and had
demeanor?
it all fucked up and they kept saying they were going to have a fucking patch for it.
Yeah.
They never did, they just came out with the next one.
Told you.
Then we have Australia in like 2 days. Update.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's gonna be.
So you say she was upset.
Some more fucked up shit.
Reading for her husband. She seemed to be, yes. She hits him on the head with a shot.
Set my
He was
direct
upset that he's dead. Crazy to me.
Hey, looky there. There's another DC-6 in the air. Whiskey 4. Thank you, Whiskey.
Gardening is my sanity. It's my release, and I went there to just sort of plan.
About
in
time
my
somebody
head
flies
where I'd
this
like to
beautiful
plant
bird.
which vegetables. I always
Why?
get this
Because it's a relic and
pain
it's
in the
gorgeous. Fuck no, it ain't a
Oh.
pain in the ass.
Walter,
Yes, it is.
can
No,
you-
it ain't.
We started talking. It was rather civil.
Me, it is
actually.
not.
Oh, you're just setting your old ass ways, old man.
Yes, he is.
No, that's just it. I've been through the old ways long enough that I'm ready for the easy way. I'm ready for my easy chair.
Like 798.
I was fine before that.
Yeah, you can't forget about Falcon in the 80s. Wasn't it?
Yep. Falcon 1 by Spectrum Holy Bike.
Really, really hot. And he kept talking and
There's a
talking,
reason I have all
telling
that
me what
shit
to
turned
do,
off.
and suddenly I saw the head of a
No
shuttle
fucking rudder
hurtling
pedals.
through the air,
Knock
and
over.
it struck him. It hit
Fuck
him
under.
And they're
right on
working.
the head, and he went down, and I
They're working
followed
when I look
the
down at my
shaft
where
of
my
the shuttle back to
feet would be in the plane.
my hands. I killed him.
That ain't worth a nickel can of wet alligator shit, y'all.
You were something crazy. Objection. Totally insane. Objection.
What's so fucking funny, you?
But no, did you make a mistake? Hit your husband on the head with a shot.
Okay, let me try something.
I swear,
A lot of alligators down in this fucking big ass lake, I'm sure.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
There are. Ate a little boy not too terribly long
So
ago.
from the very beginning, you decided to separate. You killed
I'm
him.
gonna try one more time of a
That's what his
restart.
parents said.
snapped.
Were you getting therapy or any kind
Yeah.
of medical treatment?
Parents cut him up and ate
whacking
him.
on the head?
No.
No, they had
Stand-
with-
food stamps ran out.
Oh, shit.
They had a witness or three, I think.
Objection to
Stay. If you were divorced, I take it you need to get half.
But if it was all family, friends, and neighbors, it don't count.
Not if I'm
They all
convicted of
partook.
killing.
Oh, so check that out.
It gives a whole new meaning to a family barbecue.
My God, that was a damn good pot of chili. What do you call it? Head.
Objection to stay.
Junior. Call it Junior.
Alright, I'm gonna have to reboot. I'm tired of this shit.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I know. I took out all that crap. And
Something's messing with it,
I
brother.
can certainly say she was in a compromised mental state.
I don't have anything
Whether
left in the
it
community
goes
folder.
to the level of
I don't think you understand, Doctor.
Other than,
That's what's messing with it. There's nothing in the community folder.
Mr. Crane, why are you
Yeah.
Hell.
It's light.
There's a
It liked all that shit.
You
Yeah,
can't say she
well.
wasn't safe. You don't get it.
My testimony
I'll
cannot be
be
boxed.
back.
I want every little
After.
witness in the sale
Goodbye, Terminator.
to now understand the nature of all
Or
the
be about.
actions when she swallowed the shot. Are you living? That's the $25,000.
Oh, this thing is awesome. How'd the you been learning everything pretty good on the 320?
This is the period a year to 2 years before.
No, I haven't done it since I walked through school.
Gotcha.
I tried the next morning,
Critical level.
did one. It's just a lot of shit you gotta learn.
Basically,
It's not that bad.
Between the flight pattern and just running the
if you
MCU.
render the brain
Oh, it's once you run through it like 2 or 3 different times, dude, you'll have it down pat. It's
Yeah.
it's I'll be honest.
It's entirely possible.
If I'm doing like a a super long flight or something like that, I love flying that 320.
I do.
She
My
is
opinion is her
a.
actions will never.
At first off, I was like, God damn, this is fucking complicated. But once I got it all figured out with all the updates and stuff that it does constantly and shit, those guys at Fly By Wire have got something great going. I can't wait till they drop the 280 or the 380 or whatever the fuck it is.
Extremely unlikely, but it's possible. Plus, there's no evidence she wasn't.
Welcome back.
You up there, fucking with or
But possibly without intent.
Yeah.
So are many sufferers of paramedic.
Trying to start to
Very convenient time for someone to lose control. When this is someone else problem. Someone doesn't like deliveries. Objection.
They have to click on it. Voice chat out already when it came. Now what the fuck do I need to do?
How are we doing? Well,
It's bad
we
dot
had a
next time.
conference with the husband and the father. Good. They laughed. Sound. Good. So we found them.
Oh shit.
Good. And repeat motion to
What is
dismiss.
bad.net?
Jerry's going to argue.
Programs my scope and all that. But I'm gonna kick it off. I'm not gonna use it. I'll see if that's
What was that?
You just know.
hindering me.
I've never done that before. I think you should with you.
I will, but I have the slightest idea what I'd say.
Katie, until I get this image takes the world under
I
control.
could be wrong with it. It seems if you refuse to argue, then it takes control.
This is why I enjoy not using that shit.
That's all I do.
I've never had a problem with it before. I don't imagine it's it. But
I don't know, but that's why I'm simple. I like things simple.
Three lawyers everywhere with their hands.
oh, you mean like simple-minded?
Yeah, yeah,
Why is what I've done any different?
exactly.
This case should be summarily dismissed. And
I like
ask
challenges.
plaintiff be ordered to
Well,
pay
I do too,
costs
but
and
not on
penalties
this.
for frivolous
I don't want to
action.
be challenged. I just want to fly.
Well, in over 10 seconds. My battery shut off at 10 seconds on my EC. Automatic shut off.
Save the juice.
I still remember
No,
the first
it's,
time I saw
Keep from burning up your mod.
Okay.
watching Gregory Peck
The-
as Atticus Finch. I thought,
And the
wow.
coil. And start and help keep from starting
what a noble
fires.
thing.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good
How far
thing.
we've slid.
Because that coil does get
Yes.
hot after just a few seconds.
Oh yeah.
I realize, Your Honor, we are hardly a moral society anymore. We derive hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars in revenue from pornography, gambling, tobacco, illegal drugs, prostitution.
6-second
One
draw.
major American city actually markets itself to tourists as the place to come to commit adultery. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
What am
what's
I
the
at?
big deal about a few distasteful
4,251 puffs.
A lot.
Well, it only goes to 10,000 or 9,999 minutes round robins back to zeros. And that's probably, since I got that, probably the 100th time I've gone through
They aren't even goals
the
we
cycle.
aspire to anymore. These ads cheapen and demean the legal profession. They did great damage to Mary Winston.
This shit's
whose
getting
marriage
ridiculous.
ended in part as a result of Mr. Gould's
Now I gotta go in
influence.
and
It's
change
wrong,
over
Your
my
Honor. And if you allow us to have our day in court, I think a jury might agree.
throttle and alpha to one I've got on Microsoft Flight Sim that I made for the Baron before I had SPAD.next. Why in the hell did I ever get into Flight Sim? Damn!
Oh, 'cause you wanted to.
I'm flying for real.
That too. It's the closest thing you got to it.
No, I've got one thing closer to it, really.
Oh yeah.
Flying radio control.
Well, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Not the same.
Believe me, if I had the money and could be out in the sun that long,
Oh
I'd
shit,
be
yeah.
doing RC.
Dude, I'd be right there with you. When I first saw that they started putting like, miniature jet engines in these fuckers, and they had like a 1/16 scale of a F-16 flying around.
No, it's a lot bigger than 1/16 scale.
Well,
trust me.
that's what the YouTube video said. So
No, it's like 1/6 scale,
something like that. But good
that's the
God.
small one.
Yeah. Well, either way, first time I saw that, I said, "Holy shit, that is fucking cool."
No, what made it really cool? Well, first, you can't afford the turbines. Those jet turbines they start around 4,000 or 5,000 just
Yeah.
for the mode engine.
Oh yeah.
And then the computerized radio for it is probably well, they've come way down. They're probably about $300 or $400 now.
Yeah.
But what made it real fun was when they started doing FPV in them, where they've got the one I saw that I liked the most was it had the bust of the pilot, but they cut the pilot's head off and mounted one of those itty bitty cameras on it and mounted it to 2 servos.
Oh, nice.
So that you could pan left and right and up and down.
And you could see where you were going.
Yeah, but what they did was connect that to their FPV viewers with a receiver. There's a transmitter in the plane and a receiver on your head, so that as you move your head, just like track IR,
right?
As you move your head, it moves moves that camera.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Mr. Crane.
And I saw one. In Carlos.
6 people are murdered in this country.
Guy in Carlos came, and which is where I used to fly all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot. And he says, "You wanting to try it?" Well, I'm not going to fly your plane. You fly better than I do. Do it.
She had no history of any mental disorder whatsoever.
No, no, not even close.
Leaving her. The divorce would have meant a forfeiture of half of her assets.
I had a blast.
Oh,
but
shit,
I had to sit down. You can't stand up, or I couldn't stand up and do it because you lose your balance.
Yeah. It's almost like virtual reality, but not.
But better.
Yeah.
Because you can fly by you, make a low pass over the field, and look over at you and see you. I mean, I would love to have that kind of money.
There's one guy, he went as far as putting, I don't know if it was like fireworks or pyrotechnics, but he did it to a little A-10
Oh no, that was airsoft he was using. You're not allowed to have any kind of pyrotechnics.
Like I said, I don't know what he was
Yeah.
using.
I
But-
know what you're talking about. He had a
But he came in for a gun run with the Gatling gun, and he went nose down, and you hear it go. You heard it spin up, and
You're right.
You could hear everything. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the baby bird, and it was fucking fantastic. I was like, that's awesome.
Go to flight test on YouTube, and
They're good.
yeah, they've got a big A10 that
He says she confessed. That's not true.
what the hell is that?
She admitted
Hang on, my neighbor's calling.
Give me some of that good old
Yes, ma'am.
Even if she really had
Did he?
to kill her husband using insanity as a rule, don't you think she would have manifested some symptoms before? To set up the defense.
All right.
When you consider all the
Okay.
circumstances.
All right. I'll talk at you later. I'm in the middle of a flight. All right. Bye. Yeah, my neighbor just called. He wanted to tell me that Tom Brady retired.
Oh yeah. I just found that out a little bit ago.
You heard Dr. Roswell?
I tell you, I mean,
Might as well quit on top.
Well, the thing is, I didn't like him when he played against us, but I have to admit he was a hell of a quarterback.
I didn't care for him, period. But yeah, he was.
He was a damn good quarterback. I mean,
You don't have to like the guy to fucking appreciate his talent.
That's for
exactly.
sure.
So, wish him the best, but glad that motherfucker's gone.
You and me both, bud.
Looking forward to seeing tomorrow's game against Cincinnati.
All right.
I said in the beginning, fun starts now.
I'm hoping that our defense gets their heads out of their fucking asses.
Well,
No matter something. And even if you should somehow believe otherwise, you cannot be so convinced beyond reasonable doubt. You simply can't.
all right. There, I answered her. And now I don't have to mess with her if I don't change. Flaps up, gear up.
Okay, still a ways. I don't want to start my descent. Yeah, just start my descent right about there.
Lawyers can't advertise now. Not a fan of it, but it is permissible for them to do so. And this is listen. The proliferation of law schools, shady and disreputable, members of our brethren are good. But as low as the bar has been set, these billboards seem to slither right up. It's one thing to bottom big personal injury cases, divorce cases, and the like. It is quite another to be proponents of divorce, then steer clients in that direction. The institution of marriage already has enough trouble with our board. I'm letting this case go to you. Thank you, Judge.
I beg your pardon.
I don't know what to say. I'm so grateful. You were brilliant.
Yes.
May I say something else now? I thought your argument was eloquent, a model of dignity, a noble example of what every other intelligent aspires to up to. Not to mention brilliant. Brilliant!
Let's go to 20,000.
Did you get things working again?
Yeah, everything's working now. I think.
4 days later.
Where are you at?
I just took off just a minute ago.
Oh my God.
I know. Some of us are just pains in the ass.
Am I in front of you, Pat, or is that fucking dog coming up?
I'm way
you're
up front.
right in front of me.
I didn't think this case was winnable.
You're right in front of me, and then
Simply see if the jury
below
wants
me.
to think about it.
Maybe after a couple of beers he wills, but you know.
Jury's back.
Clever girl.
Evidence
Speaking of which, that's what I meant to do when I got up.
You guys
Damn it.
just go back.
I'll be right back.
Do you really need one?
I don't think that he. Well, he's probably getting one of those, you know, one of his ice balls and putting it in a cup with some bourbon.
One of his balls in the bourbon?
Yeah. He's teabagging the bourbon.
Oh, okay.
You know when he says
heard about
ice ball, he literally has fucking con with fucking water in it frozen in the fridge.
On the charge of murder in the first degree, we find the defendant not guilty. On the charge of murder in the second degree, we find the defendant
Okay.
not guilty.
Always on top.
But on the charge of
How cool would it be
we find the
to
defendant
fuck with people and find ice trays in the shape of dicks?
They already have them.
That, see? $1 million idea right there.
Wonder how Ted knows.
Because they also have them in the shape of cunts.
No, I told him you were teabagging the bourbon.
Not yet. There's a lot of that last night.
Oh, did you have a little too much, did you?
No, it was right on that fine line.
I don't know why, but that is just oddly satisfying.
What?
Clicking on the armchairs in the extra seat inside the cockpit of this DC-6 and just watching them all fold up at the same time, it's oddly satisfying.
You're fine with where we're living.
I'm at altitude.
See, I like that with the Kodiak too.
Just sweetie.
Messing with all the tables.
Cup holders.
This is not just a great day for justice and developing people, but for
Whip.
all across this country. There are Democrats in this world who are sponsoring legislation for those waiting period on sharp-edged shovels in states under the misguided notion that struggles can not be good.
Oh, wow.
White man.
Oh yeah, you'll catch up to us.
I wasn't sure I would know.
What?
Well, at least you'll close the gap a bunch because you're in the turbo bearing.
And to think
Yeah.
you want to prevent me from sharing it.
1800.
Here we go.
Oh, cool.
You look ridiculous about this guy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm glad you were there. Of course you
Okay.
are. Go ahead.
Beeman's
Go ahead.
gum.
Sleep over tonight.
Huh, I'll be damned.
Did it ever occur to you that after a victory like that, I might qualify for some serious sex tonight? I don't know. Maybe with the maybe the judge. See the look she gave you several words.
I like to see y'all up there.
But then a day like this truly needs to be savored in the company of your best friend, which would be you. Which would be me. Which would be you. There was something with you.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, you are always something.
Oh,
Switches.
Pupster. It just dawned on me. You were born 3 years after my baby sister.
I don't want the state of it. Neither do I.
Damn near 10 years after me.
Next on Boston Bacon. Ooh,
Yeah,
Lee.
Pupster.
You look so sexy in my office for a quickie. I got hard work.
I've been fired from my long-standing teaching position.
What'd you do? Give tongue to a locker?
Why did they discharge you? Because I hugged a student.
How old are you, dog? J-Dog?
I will be 43 next
I
month.
met someone.
She practically raped me.
I'm having an
78.
African-American baby.
What's going on?
79.
Client stole my
Oh,
client's
79. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We're 22.
Yes, sir.
My daughter is she was born in 76.
Gotcha.
My oldest.
Yep. My son, he turns 16 next month. I turn 43, and then in July my daughter turns 15.
July what?
30th.
Day before my daughter, the one 45-year-old,
Oh yeah.
46. She'll be 46 in July.
Nice. Yep. Another year's come and gone.
All right, I caught up to y'all.
Yay.
Little sleep time?
Warp drive, dude. Absolute.
He said warp drive.
Fucking cheating. That's
Yep.
all. Cheating.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Ask the New England Patriots.
Oh
You ain't
shit.
cheating, you ain't fleecing.
Bet you're surprised to see me. Well, I'm here under the most wonderful and tragic of circumstances. So, first the good news. I've been in therapy.
Hang on, y'all.
After I've been
Hey,
pushed
Jerry.
What's
Tom Brady retired.
It is very innovative.
Brady.
Created by two geniuses.
Tom Terrific.
It's called Life
What's
is
that
a
mean to me?
Basically, they teach
Tom
you
Titty
it's
Sucker.
one big musical. I'm thriving under it. No matter
She said-
how
Yeah, they
things go.
announced it.
I read something about him retiring,
Yeah.
but then they said in the same article he can still play for a few more years. So,
He thinks he can.
yeah,
African
but you
man.
know how that goes.
And he speaks perfect English.
He's gonna be like Brett
He was born
Favre.
in Western States.
He'll retire for a couple years and then come back, and then retire for
Yeah.
a couple years and come back.
Exactly.
Favre didn't retire for a couple of years. It wasn't even a whole year before he signed on with New York Jets.
I'm
Yeah,
having
something
an
like that.
African-American baby.
Well, what would you do for $30 million?
Having a
True.
baby.
It depends on how many $1 million I already had.
Concussions.
He did.
Right.
Yeah, I'll play.
He's like, I won't remember it anymore.
$30 million for 1 year?
Hey, Sherry.
We only went out to
No
dinner.
problem.
But because I want to have a family and there's that biological clock to worry about, I made a
Okay. Did I ever clean up my plane? Yeah.
Why did he
Yeah.
give you a sperm?
Well, he didn't exactly give it
Yep.
to me. I played a little
Thank you, Bo.
unzippity-doo with his fly.
Oh, shit, I gotta turn on my-
Persuaded him with
Oh, no, I did turn on
arguments.
my ice.
Then I put his African-American seed in a test tube and I fertilized my egg.
That's how you got Mr. Sperm.
And now he says he's going to sue me.
Alright.
Can you
I got some shit I'm gonna do here real quick. I'm gonna bounce out of this fucking. I'll catch you guys. I'm still on. Just.
Alrighty.
I'm erasing my community.
Oh. Just trying to get
Yeah. You know, we're doing
All right, bud.
all the
Well, I
work
bet-
while
I
we're doing
wonder
all
if
the
it's
work while I
that improvement, well, just like maybe take that improvement thing and things you added today.
This is what I'm doing. I already got them all out. I've copied my community and I'm just gonna shit in one at a time.
Our download add-on linker from
Hello, Jerry.
FlightSim.2, and I'll talk you through it when we get through flying.
I might
Or
be
as
drunk
we're
by
flying.
then. I might be
Or as,
drunk by then.
if you do it right now, I'll talk you through it while we're flying.
He said I might be too drunk by then. I
True
might
that.
be too drunk by then.
Might be,
What'd you do? Give tongue to a
as any
locker?
wasn't already.
That was
Knowing me for a smart
I've only had one cocktail. I'm not even halfway.
Like I
through
said.
a cocktail.
Like I said,
So you make like 40 ounce, like your
32 ounce fucking Bloody Mary. I'm not even halfway through the first one yet. And I've only had one beer.
so halfway through
Go fuck
is the
yourself.
equivalent of 4 regular Bloody Marys. 4 ounce glass, margarita glass. Or not margarita, Bloody Mary glass.
Damn, how much have you had to drink, Buzz?
Oh shit! Who made you the fucking cocktail police?
like a shaker pint too. Comes in a
Just
It ain't alcohol that got me like this. It's the Hershey squirts this morning that got me like this. I'm going out.
Just shut your pie hole and keep taking them dry hits on your vape, man.
Well, I don't do dry hits. And trust me, it's no vape
going
pen.
in dry.
Oh shit! Damn!
Yeah, well,
He said it.
He did say it. Hot damn! Ooh shit!
I think it's time to take Pat's band hammer and give it over to War Doggy for a little bit.
You'd be the first one I banned.
I don't care. You can't ban me.
I think he means me.
No.
No,
He said no.
me.
Nope, I meant Ted.
Only problem is you can't ban me.
Yeah. You cannot. Oh man, that was.
I wouldn't ban you, Ted. You're the only thing that makes me feel young.
Look. In the heart.
In the heart.
Because that might be the only place left on you.
No, that got cut out years ago.
Well, fuck you in the hole where the heart was. Damn, look at all the air traffic. The AI traffic.
On the day of
Whoa. What about Milk Boy?
Who?
This guy in an A320. His name
Oh.
is Milk Boy. Like,
Where is he?
he'd probably be
I see
in
him.
front of you, below you. Yeah.
He's in front of me, just above me, and to my right.
You also made that exception last November when you hugged a different soul.
Well, I'm at 20, so.
Milk Boy 10. Yeah.
And you made yet another exception the second
35,000.
That's right, War Doggy got out.
Yeah.
In fact,
He did.
But I'm still here for you, Ted.
Okay. So I'm in the game.
So you made a decision.
No, you're on your own when it comes to that shit.
I know.
Alrighty.
Hey, Rihanna.
Pat's a little in front of me, but a whole lot lower.
This woman teaches our children she suffers from a sexual disorder.
Okay,
It's certainly relevant, especially when she was discharged for improper physical conduct with a student.
It was not sexual in nature.
What's you at 14,000, Pat?
No, I'm at 5. I'm down
5,000?
here
Okay, I see it
low. I'm
now.
just chilling. I want to look at things a little bit. Since we're finally back in like 3D grammetry or whatever.
Oh,
After flying over that jungle for so long and in the water.
and water.
Now we're like, oh, finally.
Fucking things to look at.
Yeah, like good scenery, even though it's really just a lot of fields and some cities, I guess.
Yeah, but at least the fields are different colors all over the place.
And it's like textured a little bit.
Yeah.
What is this wind? Northwest 320. Oh, dang. That's some pretty good wind coming in on live.
And I'm doing it all on a broken hand. I am sure that
Got the Boston Legal theme song stuck in my head.
I watched that for a little while. But
American Airlines. Oh, that thing looks nice.
You'd love it, Pat.
yeah, but remember, that's coming from a guy that said everybody would love the DC-6.
They would.
Okay.
And with that livery too, that's sweet. Looks nice.
Yeah, when it gets the NXI, we'll talk to you.
Yeah, really.
Why would I have that?
It doesn't have an NXI in it. Why would I fly that?
That's what I'm saying. You boys talk about a challenge. Well, here it is.
Got a
You could always bring up the 750 mod and put it on the corner. That's right. You don't have synthetic vision.
Yeah, but I don't want to go back to the 60s. 50s.
You're like, I've been there. I've done.
Yep, been to both.
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like the old style prop jobs. See, if they brought out a new like DC3, like the old 2-prop DC3, I'd fly that too.
Well, if they came out with the AC-47, yeah, then that would be fun. As long as it had working. Holy shit!
Hell, even if they would put out the Constellation from
No.
the Connie, oh, I'd fly that.
I know what the Constellation is. Well aware of what it is. I've seen them land in Lake Charles.
Oh my God, you're right.
I was also the first Air Force One.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Shut up, read your car.
For Ike.
Shut up. Go to your room.
I don't remember him though as president. I was a little too young for that. He was president when I was there, but
Would have been more fun.
I was around for some of his presidency.
Oops. I better get to descend.
The first president I actually remember was John Kennedy.
I just know he got shot.
Yeah, I was in school when he got shot. 4th grade.
I was 6 months old.
I saw the video.
I've been shot. You said it like Forrest Gump. That was awesome. Like all I know is he was shot. Like what J-Dog said. I was like, yes. My brain went to Forrest Gump.
Well, your brain goes to Forrest Gump
anyway.
Over nothing.
They told me it was $1 million wound. I haven't seen a cent of that. Yeah, everyone remembers where they were.
Yep.
When that happened.
Just like everybody remembers where they were for 9/11.
I was sitting behind a desk.
That was in 10th grade.
I was outside the shop spraying a bunch of molding.
Well, I was like just waking up for the first tower, and then just getting into 0 period, I think, on the second tower, and then like everything else. It was very crazy.
I've driven right by.
Behind you guys.
I've driven right past the crash site for the one up in Pennsylvania when I was working oil or gas wells up there. Went by there quite a bit.
Oh damn. Yeah, I think that was the flight that it was supposed to go. I think like the normal flight was supposed to go to LAX from that or something.
Probably.
That plane or one other. But so then there was like a big scare that there was going to be, something coming out this way too, even though it got cleared up pretty quick. But Yeah,
Well,
that was a wild
the
day.
ones that were going to LAX were the ones that were hijacked so that they could go into New York City and Pentagon and the White House full of fuel so that they would cause more damage.
Fuel tank selectors. Lanes on, crossfeed off. Hydraulic bypass valve. Down. No smoking signs.
They wanted maximum amount of damage.
It's crazy. It was 15, 16.
Setting flaps 20.
So young, so full of life.
Well, time to wake up from my nap so we can fly. In case I take a nap, then I've got that to wake me up in plenty of time.
Shit. Come on, baby, get to 3,000. Just a little bit under. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like it. There we go. And
He likes it.
approach mode on. Gear down.
If you can inflate the gyro pilot, I'd probably get that.
Yeah, he'd love.
If you could put like that model from Airplane, like if there was a mod for like
Yeah.
sitting in there, I'd be like, sold, done, getting it today.
Get her done. I want it done right now.
Mixture set. Gear up and down, please.
Man.
Gear up and down. Gear down and locked. 3 degrees. Props. 2400 RPM. 2400 RPM set. Cow flaps. Plus 3 degrees. Cow flaps set. ADI. ADI off. ADI is off. Mainly lights. Speed good. Extending lights. Lights extended and on. Carbine. Carbine cold. Set cold. Before landing checks complete.
Sweet. Now let's see if the ILS catches me. I don't think it's going to. Fuck. No, because I forgot to put in the fucking number. God damn it. Shit.
Uh-huh. See, the NXI does that for you.
Damn. I bet you.
As a matter of fact, it even automatically switches you over to it when you get close.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh, and as a matter of fact, it even switches over from the GPS to the localizer automatically. But you go ahead. You play with your...
Your antiquated technology.
Yeah.
Still fun.
Jason?
The only antiquated technology type plane I want to fly are crop dusters.
Alright.
Come on, somebody do it.
Yeah.
Somebody do it.
Don't you do enough crop dusting?
Oh, I love crop dusting in Walmart.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
That was fun, crop dusting Walmart.
Shit
I
seems
used
like
to be able to embarrass my son. I'd embarrass the hell out of him doing that. Then after he became a Marine, he joined along. He enjoyed it too. Okay. Bottom of descent is how far away? 35 miles. How many minutes is it? 9 minutes and 49 seconds. Yeah. About 30 miles away.
And then what's a KVAD to Atlanta? Oh, cool. should be a fun one too.
We need to bypass, add the next flight on so we don't have to land in Atlanta.
You don't want
Fuck
to land
Atlanta.
on that one?
Fuck Atlanta. Falcons. Falcons.
It's
Now we're
well,
going to stop
180.
at, we're going to make a flight plan that lands us at every single airport in Atlanta.
Yep.
Go ahead. I know how to bypass them.
Well, it's 184 miles to Atlanta. And
What?
The next one's 269.
Okay, put them together.
Oh, are you sure? That's a lot. That's a lot at once with 1 point. That's not that bad.
Trying to think.
We're stopping in Atlanta.
No, we could go from we can go from Moody Air Force Base up to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then that way I can make a low takeoff, stay low after takeoff in Charlotte until we get over Mooresville, and I can wave at Mama.
I'd rather stop in Atlanta than New York City.
Well, you ain't lying there.
Ooh, that smells like fresh coffee.
Does this thing take us through fucking Chicago?
No,
Probably not. Actually, it doesn't even take us to
any of the Midwest.
or New York, I don't think, because it's like only a few.
Well, who in the hell wants to go to New York?
Well, it looks like
Whoever
only
made
it's
You
a
gotta
few.
fly over it.
It's only a few flights until we're in Canada,
I know.
so it's like, and then it goes
Almost got a
back.
bunch
So I think
of
it's like
long ones
around
coming up.
Maine or something. Yeah, it starts to get long. And then they start getting
Whoa, what?
pretty real long.
Alright.
And then there's some really short ones, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm flying back to y'all. I'm redoing the approach.
Want some or not?
In other words, he screwed up on his approach.
Yeah, I did. I fucked it all up. I'm proud of myself. Be right back.
Dude, how's it freezing in
We'll
Florida?
let you know when you do something we haven't done.
Why is Florida cold?
J-Dog, make sure you say hi to the pooch when you get through with all that.
Fine.
You've been screwing the pooch so bad on that approach.
Because Ted always flies perfect.
Hell no.
No, not yet.
But I give myself enough shit when I don't do it right.
You know what I don't hear? I don't hear J-Dog complaining how his shit crashes.
Yeah.
Nope.
Me and Brianna feel bad.
Or Pat.
Why?
She didn't say anything about him when I got home. Or since I got home.
Very rarely it's really good. Sometimes.
Well, I'm thinking it might be SPAD.next after all, because when I went back to
She's in the kitchen. I asked her what color they were. She said
the regular Microsoft profiles that I used on the joystick and throttle, everything quit messing up.
Hey, you guys.
Oh my God. Blow up somebody else's pencil. Come on, Daddy.
Baby Root?
Sorry, we're late. New case. What? What's with you serving America makes
Oh,
you nervous? Oh, we decided to sue the National Guard, Carl.
So I have this person
You're suing them for what? They failed to protect any saber piece of
hand me
property they might have.
like a thermometer that goes in like a, you know, like a cooling case fridge or something. They're like, oh, this was in this, and I was like, uh-huh. And I just like, I didn't have the heart to be like, you're a fucking idiot. I was like, thank you, bye. I was just like, well, I was like, oh my God, I'm running away. And I had to go run and cackle in the back.
You doing a
What
flight
was
plan
it
for
from?
this?
What's up?
You doing a flight
Previously
plan?
on Boston League.
I'll look at it. I didn't do one
It don't
yet,
matter.
but I haven't landed yet.
How long is the next flight?
It's like 184. Same as this, but.
Well, in nature,
Oh,
for
so I
you,
can
a
fly my
place is out of
C6.
line.
Yes.
You can do whatever you want.
Whatever makes your heart go pitter patter.
But yeah, this next one to Atlanta, and then the Atlanta to whatever KFTK
It's a
is.
condition
Fort
One is sexually attracted
Knox?
Fort Knox.
Is
Yeah,
it really?
Fort Knox.
Oh, dang.
I just
And
want
then that to
I just want to fly so I can fuck Pat in the heart.
yep.
Well, hey,
With your old ass steam gauges. and
That's
your
right.
old
Well,
ass-
very handsome.
if that's what you want to do, we'll just have a gangbang with him.
There we go.
yeah.
No, it calms me.
Hello, YouTube.
Make sure you don't check for kids.
Yeah, if you're under if you're under 18, please leave the server now.
No, if you're under about 30, please leave.
Oh no, 30-year-olds can handle it unless they're like, oh, this boy
I
needs
don't know.
Jesus. This boy
Most of
needs
the 30-year-olds nowadays can't.
I'm the only one watching.
They have to go to
Well, right now.
Yeah, right now somebody might watch it a year from now.
Oh,
Well, it won't still be on because YouTube will have already canceled him by then.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I just make a new one.
Well, 10 years from now, I won't be making any new ones, I don't imagine.
That boy needs Jesus.
What's this tada? Is that some legal thingy? Like, res ispa? What's tada?
Setting aside the absurd notion that
That boy needs him some spiritual guidance.
as a matter of law, today's
Oh, that's right.
once the sperm, blood, or tissue leaves the body, a person no longer has any proprietary right.
You know, I wish I had a house again, so that way Jehovah's Witness people could come knock on my door.
We're in a gated community, so they can't.
From your tone, I can almost hear the tap, and I'd like to see you try.
Because you need Jesus. I had one lady told me that I needed Jesus, and I said, yeah, I do. Can you send him over to mow my lawn?
We used to get them over there back home in Lake Charles, them and a bunch of Pentecostals, and they'd come knocking on the door. And the worst thing you can do is knock on a Catholic that knows the Bible. I know they're rare, but she knows that Bible backwards, forward, left, and right, and she will flat get after them. She ain't a beer too.
Taking a pill would arguably not constitute invasive procedure. And how do you account for that? Vigorously?
I love the Blues Brothers chirps him. It's like, boys need to get wise, you need to get church.
Some teachers have lost the line. They can do irreparable damage to the kid, school, and the easiest way to safeguard against inappropriate contact is just to say, no contact. So just shut down all human contact. Is that the idea? No, the idea is to shut down post-traumatic stress. If teachers abuse their trust, the idea is to shut down lawsuits.
It was my daughter, she
Did you object?
What else? Oh yeah,
Thank
folks.
God there was a compassionate teacher who was there for her. Believe me, we've got
Do you know
Vocalizer arm.
the comedian Bert Kreischer? Have you guys heard of him?
Yes. Yeah, without a shirt.
Yeah.
The guy that never
the
heard of him.
machine, like Russian stuff and all that.
Right.
All those funny stories. Have you heard of his jokes about when he thought Helen Keller was Anne Frank and they were going to the Anne Frank Museum and he thought it was like a Helen Keller museum. And he was like, they have a museum about it? And then he was like, wait, she was like the Nazis were after her too? Oh my god! Like he's just like, so he got all wasted to go to this museum thinking it was like a Helen Keller thing. He's like, what are they gonna do? And he's just doing all this like terrible Helen Keller, like, you know, like the deaf blind things.
Yeah.
And it's just, I was like, man, his stories kill me. It's one of the funniest things I've seen him do.
Will you ever forgive me?
Fucking Anne Frank. So
I like
I
that Russian routine.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his stories are crazy.
Oh, they are.
Isn't it exciting?
Because the Van Wilder character is like basically based off of his, like, who he was in college.
What do you mean she stumbled?
I mean, they did not
It's like
have
crazy.
It was never his intent to
He
even
cracks
have
me
oral
up.
sex. So let me tell you exactly.
Him and Tom Segura, both those guys, when they do like their podcast together.
Tom Segura. I
She
know
put
that
the
name.
ill-gotten proceeds in the
He's
test
funny.
tube,
They're like
popped it
really
in the
good
fridge, a
buddies.
shower and gargle, and off to the fertility clinic.
But yeah, their podcast together, it's like two bears, one cave, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Two
they're
girls,
so
one
funny.
cup.
And it's like they have like just so many funny ones of them like they're like wheezing and they can't even talk for a bit. And they're both just like so stupid. They're like little kids. It's awesome.
Almost at bottom of descent. Bottom of descent. Just hit it.
Well, what?
Top of descent starts in
Somebody stole your eggs. How would you feel?
4.8 miles.
The Natural History Museum. Anybody can walk in and take them.
I'm serious. This man was violated.
About to hit
A court-ordered abortion?
Courts
Yeah.
have tried
Throttle.
pregnancies before under the mentally handicapped. Women
Missy is not retarded.
they had it tested.
I'm surprised at you.
You know what? I'm surprised at you, Shirley. Your fairness compass is always spot on. It's Fritzy on here.
We're now having a fight.
But you're losing. That bothers me.
You actually believe a judge should be able to order a woman to
One
have
cannot.
I think they should be loath to do so, but yes.
Damn, I wanted to have that panel done today.
Fine.
You were looking for me?
Yes. I was wondering if you could join me after lunch for about an hour.
What have you got in mind?
Alone. Barbara, I have a case. We could use a woman at the table to preempt any charges of chauvinism or something.
No, thank you. I know about your case, Anne. It's repugnant. And good luck trying to find any woman to sit at your table.
It's true. But Lorraine, let's just put gender politics aside for the moment and focus.
That's cute.
Yeah, how much would I need to raise that?
Prejudice. I don't really think that can be done, Anne. Not even by you, so sorry. I hope you
Okay, a
lose.
piece of
Bye, Denny.
2x4 on edge would be perfect.
I really don't get it. I agree it's a woman's body and therefore her rights should take priority, but what's the rationale that justifies excising the man completely from the equation? They got us in this
You know what?
until the Supreme Court fixes the problem. They got us. Their rights, their body, period. And they have those two. So it all evens out. Anyway, you heard it here.
Where the fuck are we going? Oh, got on localizer. Glide slope coming up. Which time?
I've always wanted to have a baby. Of course, with the right man. Terrence was right for me.
As soon as that comes up,
So quickly. At least I did.
After 2 days.
Look at him. He's
as soon as the glide slope comes up, drop your gear, drop your final flap.
He brings a flutter to
You should maintain speed.
What the hell's that? Like my clients in a form of music therapy to combat stress.
Glide slope is
3,000.
Music therapy?
Yes, Your Honor. I like to look at life as a big musical.
captured.
When I met Terrence, it was a musical.
Can you tell us about the night that you
Project.
Well, as I said, it was magical. We had gone to a club. We danced, we snuggled, we giggled.
And after the club?
We went back to my place. Had some wine.
I was watching the guy, Pro Pilot Pete, flying a Baron with the NXI in it.
We both knew.
Might have been the Baron or the Bonanza, both of them have NXI. And he lets the autopilot take it all the way down to where the rabbit light starts, and then he kills the autopilot. Because by then the airplane is the autopilot's got it totally trimmed out for you.
When it bakes, soon I'll have my little Obama baby.
Get it down to.
I really want her. Suppose I'm obliged. You see,
Within 2 miles.
you wish you and Terrence were together, don't you?
I do.
Well, if you can't have him,
I'll have his baby.
He's got a lot of good
you thought
information
for
for
one second
simmers.
how this would affect Terrence.
Well,
He
I
and
hope he'd be happy for me, for us.
And if he's not,
missionary pilot, bush missionary bush pilot. He attacks the bush in the missionary position, I guess.
Objection, sustained.
Most men do.
I'd like to respond to that.
No.
Go ahead.
I said most.
Out. Slow.
Doggy style's more fun.
Yeah,
Or
but
her on top is more fun.
yeah, but it never works.
Especially, yeah, the hell it don't. Especially when she's real light, you can kind of pick her up and spin her.
There's another life. If you want to vilify me, punish me, go ahead.
Oh,
Do not punish this child. It is grossly
Let her
unfair
go
to do
reverse
so.
cowboy.
The death penalty.
Can you imagine getting on Overkill's live stream?
oh, he'd have a cow.
He would divorce you.
Yeah, big time.
They're actually being quite heroic in giving voice
2 reds, 2 whites. Just about right.
It's not just that. It's the idea of that woman. I mean, there's a simulation and there's a simulation. That woman should not be allowed to parent a black child or whatever.
What are our winds? Okay, I've got a left crosswind.
Should say to go.
Only 2 knots. 1 and 2 knot.
Testifying, but I don't want to give
No
them the
factor.
opportunity to portray themselves.
Or low factor.
So what now? You give one of those big long speeches thing?
No headwind or tailwind component. You're straight to.
I do that.
We can live with that.
The judge liked my singing.
Especially now that my rudder pedals work.
Oh, Carl's still alive. Well,
That's
Yep,
what you
work good.
anything you say bounces off
Bounce
you.
my airplane all over the place.
Heidi?
Oh, they gave us the wrong damn runway to land on. Switch over to the left.
Working on my
So you don't have to cross that runway to get to the airport.
Why? Well, this issue.
Okay.
I'm finding it very hard to get a rhythm. You know, my mother hugged me a grand total of 2 times.
Yeah.
One was by accident.
Yeah,
I was choking and performed the Heimlich maneuver.
I think this is my autopilot.
No, he believed in firm handshakes.
500.
Pretty much a bust
That
inside.
update's on the
Rarely
31st.
puts my hand beneath my thigh.
Yeah.
The first hug I ever got, truly, was a couple years ago
2 more days.
from Alan.
Sunday? Sunday, Sunday, Sunday!
No, it'll be Monday because today is Saturday.
I have to close against Iron Shore.
Is today Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Sure is.
The best I've ever seen.
Barfing gopher!
Katie,
Damn
I've
it!
seen you in the courtroom. You don't need to be afraid of anybody.
Leave Iron Shore.
That son of a bitch cut me off.
Cut you off. He landed right through me.
Opposing counsel off
Giggity.
balance. Just don't let him. Also, when his case wobbles, and here it does,
He give you a little reach around as he went by.
Hell no.
it suits him. He's very clever that way. Don't let him. Listen to me. I feel I'm being disloyal to him.
Being very loyal to me.
Not even
I
close.
appreciate it. Jerry, you were a dear, dear friend.
It's alright.
So far, so
Lee!
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome. Hello.
The community folder.
Are you two boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we're work friends, colleagues.
Oh,
Well, I landed right at sunset.
goodbye.
Yep. I just about.
Somebody still seems a little smitten, Jerry.
Oh, that was so cool when the four of us landed on that little island.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Who was that?
Gopher, Pat, Scoob. I mean, the island could barely fit 4 planes on it.
It's like a real tiny island. You had to like full beta coming in, and it's awesome. Like I'd actually kind of half come in slightly in the water to help like extra slow you down.
Does this policy go too far? I'm sure some would say it does. But on what side do we want to err here?
I was only taxiing at about 25, 30 knots. That's all. All right, where am I parking?
It's not just happening in schools. Many corporations and businesses now forbid physical contact. It cuts down on sexual harassment lawsuits. Perhaps with the continued evolution of smartphones and emails and video conferencing, we'll find a way to keep people from ever being in the same room together. Won't that be wonderful?
What do you call a bunch of lesbians in the closet?
They did an experiment with an orphan baby.
Liquor cabinet.
They gave it 2 choices for a surrogate. One baby provided milk, the other a hug. The monkey chose the hug.
They're not all bad. I worked with one. Worked for one.
Also about badass people.
She had her.
We all saw this picture in the
She had her
a few months ago. Yes.
significant other as our secretary.
Trump's cute monkey. Yes.
Her dad had bought the company I was working with so that she would have a business.
Various social disabilities.
When they bought it, she had no knowledge whatsoever of the business, but she caught on pretty damn quick.
Basically, a life with no real human.
Did pretty good.
My client is an objectifier.
My boss has got his
Both
son
of us improve
trying to take over the company.
through the kindness,
Yeah.
compassion, and
When my
physical
immediate
affection
boss
of others.
decides he's ready to retire, I will.
Cannot be quantified. It cannot be analyzed with statistics. We can't place a number on it, but it is much, much more than a doorway to sexual molestation. It's the best, the most direct, the most lasting way of affirming another person's humanity. Lee Swift was trying to comfort a student
Back to
who
main
was suffering.
menu, continue.
What policy can possibly justify firing her for that?
Do all that crap there.
Jesus.
What? Buzzard bar. Your mom's house clip.
6 years ago, isolation had brought me to the point I considered taking my life. I picked up the phone and punched out 411. So desperate was I to hear just
That video is super funny. It's literally them like cry laughing the whole entire thing. It's like really funny.
And I wept. You're living in such
More.
increasingly
Load
isolated world.
save. Load. Cancel.
Let's see, I gotta look at where we're going here.
Load save. Load.
Since you love Atlanta so much.
While teenage and adult depression continues to rise, there are perhaps many things we can do about it.
Who did?
And the hug
Gopher.
can't be one of them.
Gopher has left the chat. My name is Sean Connery.
In your heart.
Right. Be careful what you shoot at. Some things in here will react to bullets.
I love that movie.
I watch it every time it comes up on YouTube for free.
Yes, sir.
I watched it a couple of weeks ago.
Well, what's it
comes
on?
regular TV for free a lot of times too.
I feel like it's on one of them. I forget.
Relationships are finite. Of course they are.
That would be so good though.
Onerous divorce laws all to make it too impossible to leave once we know each other. We're a pro-marriage nation.
Runway is
Cycle, didn't he?
Cave and cave.
Would you marry Shirley? In the second, man. I think she would want to say. Yes, I imagine. Marriage or
Russians don't go to the bathroom without a plan, son.
Women got to say. Supreme Court will get us back in there.
Speaking of, I'll be right back.
He's Russian.
Fucking commie.
We always do.
Alright, here you go,
We
Pat.
always do.
Pat, if you're an American when you go into the bathroom, an American when you come out of the bathroom, what are you when you're in the bathroom?
To order that a woman get an abortion.
That's exactly what I expect.
What?
The idea is appalling.
European.
Next to the N-word, only the A-word is more controversial. Only the A-word can stir up such deep-seated passion, not of love, which one might hope for when thinking of life in its conception, but rather of anger and rage. In fact, there isn't any issue in this country as combustible. My advice here would be to not think of it as the A-word at all. Let's just think of it as requiring this woman who flagrantly and deliberately defrauded my client, requiring her to simply take a pill, some medication. We do it all the time. We force Medicaid in psychiatric hospitals, a place where, ironically, this woman should certainly be stopped.
Oh, I'm going over Macon. I want to go check that out, even though it's not going to look like it.
5 weeks, there is no life.
Just gotta go.
Mr. Shaw is incorrect. The
Get
relevant
that
case
Almond
law
Brothers
goes into
on.
viability.
I'll have to
It makes
put on
no
some
determination as to when human life begins. And whatever
yeah,
one's
I did my
opinion may be
last
on abortion, you can't just
Right.
it originates at conception.
The
Yeah,
only
Macon,
issue
Georgia,
today
and-
is can the court invade the autonomy of her body?
Where else?
So yes, we're not
REO
talking about an
Speedway.
intrusive procedure. We're asking that she take a
Right
pill,
in
a
the
little
storm
tablet, like an
now.
aspirin, the RE486. It's
The
very
oldest
effective,
song
the
they
side
ever
effects are
made.
rare, and it's safe.
I can't speak as to when Mr.
What about
Shaw
Tom
had
Sawyer?
abortion, but they are anything
Where's
but
Muscle
accurate
Shoals
with the
as well?
RE486. It presents the same symptoms as a miscarriage, including cramping, bleeding. It could take days or even weeks, and that's not even accounting for the emotional after effects, which could last a lifetime.
This woman hijacked my sperm.
Mr. Maxwell, that when he can't speak.
Oh, it's
I
over
did not have
there.
intercourse with her that night.
Dang.
Why? Because I did not
Over
want to
there,
run the risk
Ruth.
of getting her.
Under there, underwear. Haha, I just made you say no.
Oh.
Damages, though she's not asking for child support.
But now who's not accounting for the
Oh,
emotional after
dude.
effects? Where is it
Jason
written that, hey,
White
if he doesn't have to contribute to the raising of the child, then it's no harm, no foul?
Mr. Shaw, my child.
And you want to kill it.
Yeah.
All right. Tempers are starting to flare.
Yes, they are, Judge. As I said, this is an angry topic. And one of the reasons we're also enraged is we never got a say. The American public never got a vote on abortion. It was decided by fiat, 9 men sitting on a court. Why we don't put this on a ballot completely escapes me, especially since our judicial selection process has now become so corrupted by the politics of abortion as a presidential and congressional campaign.
I think I'm back.
This next one.
We don't get a vote.
What do you think?
And it leaves us feeling frustrated and
I'll give you 3 guesses, and the last 2 don't count.
this issue that goes to the core of our human values, and we don't get to weigh in. We have to
That's
sit
too
back
slow.
and watch a president puppeteer by the religious right stacking the deck in the Supreme Court. You're getting
Yes, Andy.
I'm very much on board. You take that sense of helplessness and rage that the public feels, multiply it times 1,000, and you get a sense of what my client feels. Somebody would be having this baby, and he doesn't even get a say. He wasn't careless or terrible.
That's what I used to dip, Kodiak dip.
And he has no rights here at all.
He should be afforded all his rights under the law and under the law today.
Might be why I lost half of my bottom lip, too.
To undergo an intrusive medical
Yeah, that'll do it.
Can there be anything more medically, physically, and emotionally intrusive than an abortion?
Yeah, 4 D's. Oh, man.
The risk of sounding very politically incorrect. As much
I
as we're
altitude
all
air.
supportive
No, I
of
ain't flying
multicultural
that.
families, it's
That's
become
too
so
fucking
fashionable
drawn
to
out.
adopt exotic babies from different lands and places. But I'm
No,
sorry.
ain't flying that either. I'll fly
Does Julie
direct.
Andrews seem like a Black Panther? She has no conception
Put
of
a
Black
custom
culture.
over
This is
Macon.
wrong. There, I said it.
Just
The
to
women start writing their letters.
see it
Maybe there should be some kind of a test one has to pass.
Some Almond Brothers.
I'd probably say
Okay, we're going to Atlanta.
Yes.
Oh, you can fly all kind of. Let's see. We'll.
Or I can fly the Bonanza Turbo. Check that out. I haven't flown that much.
That's a fun plane.
Any word?
No.
I guess I'll apply for.
Terrence, suppose we do win. You can certainly expect a whole lot more as the appeals were.
Oh man, oh they're okay. We'll end.
And that time she'll have the baby. Are you prepared to push this all the way?
Because this has an anxiety.
Yeah. Okay, we want to land on 27 right.
That crazy?
Yeah.
That isn't crazy at all.
Yeah, that'll work.
Nobody said otherwise, but
And I'm not going to worry about the arrival.
Flying tubes? What is he
I
doing?
agree completely with Mr. Espenson to
Probably editing his airport again.
Oh yeah, I bet he is
if not
actually.
draconian. I'm mindful
Full
how
committed
over
right now.
thousands and
I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I want to do that here and to KLCH and KCWH, KCWF.
Facts in this case. The plaintiff suffers from objectophilia, a diagnosed sexual disorder. Add to that, she had been warned on prior occasions not to touch the students. Judgment for the defendant. Oh,
Okay, happen.
withdrawn.
Fuel load is more than enough.
Sorry, Lee.
Me too. Thank you so much for trying, Jerry.
Checks complete. Upload
You
secure.
fought very valiantly.
I'm sorry we didn't get a good result.
Okay, written. All systems test. Okay.
Speaking of trying,
No METAR available for Atlanta. Is that just about right, Asobo?
You did 27, right?
I don't.
Yeah, 27 right.
Yeah, they've got they actually have a problem with the Atlanta airport. They made that announcement there a while back.
No.
my therapist
I know how to
gravitating to
fix
things
that
because
shit.
they can't dump me. I
Hey,
got scared
Google.
with you, Jerry. I suppose
What's
I
the
won't say to
METAR
you
for
relationship, but I
KATL?
realize Nobody gets that.
I don't know what to say.
Or
How
you
about yes?
type it in on the little bot
Hug and
thing.
see how it feels.
I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I never like think about it either until after the fact.
Well, the other day when I did this, she was right away with it, faster than if I'd have tried typing it in.
Really? It's pretty good.
There we go. She's all loaded up. Look at that. That is fucking gorgeous.
Winds are 320 at 7 knots. Well, 270 is about the best you're going to get. Because they have all east-west runways, if I'm not mistaken.
20, 30 years. We now have stay-at-home dads, fathers who are the primary caregivers.
I'll be
Pretty
right
damn
back,
good
gents.
progress from my perspective.
All right, I assume
When it
you.
comes to a father's legal rights, however,
Well, thank y'all for watching there, YouTube fans. We love it when you guys come in and say hi, especially when War Dog, you watch the entire thing by himself. Any which way, hope y'all had a good time. Enjoy it, like it, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And smash that little bell. That way you know when we do this shit again, so that way
you use that sperm
you can watch us, join us, throw in some comments, all that good shit. So anyway, as I always say, if you want to join us, please send us information in the comment section there, and we'll get you joined up with us. Anyway, if you like me and you need that cigarette, well, just step out on the wing and try and light that bitch. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you on the next go round. See ya!